Hey y'all, it's Sarah, otherwise known as Ronald, and I know I promised you a sneak peek at the Erin Condren Teacher Planner. It's here. I have it in my hands. However, I can't show it until May 18th. So that video will be dropping at midnight, May 18th Pacific time. So around 3 a.m. our time, Eastern Standard Time. I thought I would do a comparison of the neutral versus colorful hourly. I know I'm team undecided, as many of you guys are, and so I thought a walkthrough might help some of you guys decide. And at the end, stay tuned because I'm going to recap. Stay tuned. All right, as promised, we're going to do a walkthrough of the neutral versus the colorful. This has a rose gold coil. This just has a gold coil. I have a picture comparing the two on Instagram. I think you guys have probably figured out your coils by now. So I think the easiest way to do this is kind of like this. All right, so we have colorful on top, neutral on the bottom. You can see the vellum is slightly different. The same basic layout, but just slightly different colors. Here you're going to start to see that the font is starting to vary. In the neutral, you'll notice a lot more script. In the colorful, you notice just a plain font. And these pages really make me want to go colorful because this is very cold to me. It's very frozen, very Elsa. This is very just happy. It's the reason I went to Erin Condren in the first place, was the bright, happy colors. Of course, you guys saw that on my setup video. Again, you can kind of see the difference in the fonts. The October and October C, it's just more plain and streamlined, which is actually what I would want in a neutral, oddly enough. I might just be the only one. But this does give it a little bit of decorative detail where I guess just a plain black and white could be kind of boring. So I've started setting these pages up in both. And I just used these flags and I just trimmed them off. This is from the monthly sticker book edition 2. I don't even see them on her website, but you might have them somewhere in your stash or even in your old planners. You could always undo it if you decide you wanted to use those. These are from edition 4, which is sold out right now. I'll link it in the description, but it is sold out. I don't think it's sold out in the bundle though, so I'll put that too. If you get the bundle, the New Year, New You bundle, it comes in that, and that, last time I checked, was not sold out. All right, so next we have just our monthly notes page, and this one really kind of tears me because I don't like that jewel looking thing. I wish it was more like this, just the EC icon, the asterisk. And I don't mind the shaded bar at the top, kind of helps me delineate from the rest. Not really a huge difference again. This is more white, obviously brighter. Okay, so then we get into another one of the monthly notes pages. This is dot grid. I know a lot of you are wanting to do like a mood tracker, a sleep tracker, a quote, some kind of project you're working on for the whole month with it. I had decided with this I was going to harken back to the days of the bucket list items. Small Town Grace on Etsy has some really cute bucket list stickers, and Happy Place Planning a long time ago would take pictures of her kid and then print them with her HP and then add the sticker from where what they were doing, and it was kind of like month at a glance, everything. So I like the blank page for that, and I like this little colorful trim. This neither one of these pages like scream a huge difference. I actually do not like that huge icon right there. I like this more plain side. I don't mind the shaded boxes. I feel like they're not so shaded that you're going to have to use like a special color pen. And then you still get some dot grid on this page. And then of course you can see just the little strip of color is slightly different. And I like that. I like how it kind of gives it its own border. Odd, I know. So then we're going to get into the month. Of course the font is different. You have just a little strip of color, where in the past this whole section had been colored. So I like that you're getting more white space with the colorful. You actually lose a line here with this icon, whereas you don't here. I don't mind the shading here on this side. And I don't mind the little shading along the bottom. I like my outside boxes. So the monthly view, I feel like the colorful's a winner. But then this is where the rubber meets the road. It's the weekly layouts. And really this is what has to be my decision maker. I will say I hate that icon. I hate how large it is. It's too big for a full box, whereas this one isn't. Because it has all the colors, it would not help me in my color coding attempt. And I don't care what we say. We can say we plan with however we feel. Most of us, when we are going through our Instagram, if there's an aesthetically pleasing layout, that's where we stop. So, you know, there are some weeks you just kind of have to use pen, paper, whatever works. And then there are some weeks, like, I really put a lot of thought and effort into how it looks because it makes me feel good. And so I hate this huge icon. I don't think it's even necessary because we have the month down here. I would have much preferred to have just our thankful thought box back, or even just empty space. And because it's too big to be covered up, I have no idea what I'm going to do there. I guess I'll have to make my own stickers to cover that up, but that's going to get bulky week after week of covering that one corner up. So I am not thrilled with that. Also, especially in months like July, if you wanted to use this line to track your weather so you didn't give up any of your hourly lines, that's so dark that you're going to have to use a white pen. And I've yet to find a really good white pen. And I've tried all the famous ones, the Uniball, the G2. They just don't write consistently enough for me, and I don't like that. And then the shading at the bottom doesn't thrill me, but I don't hate it. I do love all the white space in the neutral. The white top, no shading in the bottom. Like I said in my setup video, with covering up this icon, I can make this week whatever I want. So this is really where it matters to me, because we spend 90% of our time in the weeks that I have to make sure that I'm choosing the one that I like the most. I like all the extras of the support, but I think I like the weekly layout the best. However, we'll keep going. I don't like gray tabs. That's just a personal preference for me. I know I can purchase tabs online to color them myself, but like, look at August, look at September, look at October, December, November. These are colors that you associate with that month, and I get excited for that. And I get excited to pull out my orange and brown and green washi, the theme to go with October. And I know I can change all this. I know. I guess maybe that's what I'm going to have to do if I go hourly. But just for instance, December is this light seafoam, and that just makes me sad, actually. I want it to be Christmas. And I remember the very first hourly we had actually had an entirely different color scheme. But it wasn't so, I don't know, it wasn't so off that I hated it. It just was different. Like, December, I think, was purple. And there's actually a lot of purple and teal and blue decorations to go with Christmas. But if we're going to bring anything back from those days, hey, let's bring back the lined boxes. If anyone from EC is watching this, please bring back the lined boxes. Oh, and bring back our half-hour slots. I think that's been pretty loud and clear. As you can see, I did a mock layout and I posted it on Instagram. Where is it? I might have already torn it out. Okay, so this is what my week would look like roughly. And see, that icon can be covered up. I normally probably wouldn't use this many sticky notes, except for I don't like to waste when I'm just doing a mock. So this is that same long sticky note from the new Kaleidoscope release, and it's just cut into 3 different sections, which is what I'll do for when I need to make a list, I guess. Now I'll just use the sticky note list or something, the stylized sticky notepad, put that over it, and that'll give me my list ability. And see, the only real color you have on this side are these small dots. So easily, if you decide you're going to keep your washi down here, you can cover that with dots easily. And then, of course, we've kind of done a side-by-side of like most of the colors. See, I mean, the more I look at the colorful, the more I want it. But then when I go back to my week and think with my like normal brain, I'm like, Sarah, you don't want that. You want to be able to do your own colors. So let's see. All right, notes pages. They're pretty much the same, just they go along their scheme. So you have your Frozen theme versus, I should say neutral, but you know, your Frozen theme versus your happy colors. These pages are the same. All these pages are the same. And I decided I'm not tearing these out because of you guys. This is going to be a great like book tracker or a weight loss tracker, but probably a book tracker, or it could be a movie tracker. But for me, it'll be a book tracker. But somebody mentioned writing in the names of books or getting stickers made and then like marking them off as you read them, which I'm obsessed with that. If I could figure out a way to make this same sort of thing a tracker, then I would do that. I might just get like a whole printable, but I'm not going to tear these out now, thanks to you guys. And there are simple things, like look at that colorful right there. Let's keep in touch. This harkens back to like the original days of EC where everything was bright, happy colors. This makes me happy, even though I'm not going to make a phone call unless somebody's dying. This makes me happy. This doesn't. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm going to Frankenplanner this thing. I don't want to Frankenplanner because it doesn't take long, but it's just not my ideal situation. So, I'm still torn. I think, you know, what I might end up going with a Frankenplanner kind of setup with neutral weeks and colorful months. I don't know. That's going to make my planner super bulky. I don't know. But anyway, I thought I would just do a flip through and kind of compare the two and then get your thoughts and comments. Also, I'm going to add in at the end here just a little snippet from me and my daughter's, a recap of our visit to the Erin Condren store. Next, I want to talk about going to the Erin Condren store in Virginia. And I'm from Virginia, but I am from the mountains. I'm from the southwest corner, so I'm on the complete opposite end of the state. So it was quite the road trip. It was about 3.5 hours up, but ever since they announced that they were opening one in Virginia, I was dying to go because of the exclusive state merchandise. I got the cover with my name on it, and like nothing other than like 20 presidents has really come from Virginia since, I don't know, like the 1800s. So, and then I got the budget petite planner, which I've been dying to try, but you can get these online. And then I got the Virginia note cards. I wanted the Virginia blanket, and I don't even know if there is one, but I thought there was, but I didn't see it. So I got the Virginia t-shirt. And so the Virginia or Texas or California merchandise is exclusive to those stores. So, like I said, I'm a Virginia girl. Anytime that it's in Virginia, anything's in Virginia, I like to do it or get it. Took my girls with me. They're huge Erin Condren fans, and they wanted to show you what they got. So, Hannah?
So, first my mom let me keep this. And then I got this notebook with dots in it.
The dot grid.
And then I got pencils, and there's
6.
Yeah, 6.
There's 6 pencils, and Hannah was thrilled because they already came sharpened.
And then I got this thing that my mom
That's
just randomly gave me. And then I got this eraser that says
and the painted petals.
And then it says change is good, and then it says Erin Condren on the back.
And then she got the neutral kaleidoscope planning pack.
Because you get
to keep everything in. So let me see what Morgan got. Alright, this is Morgan. Scooch. Morgan got the kaleidoscope, the neutral kaleidoscope in a notebook. And this is the college rule notebook. And as you can see, it doesn't have any of the productivity columns. And then I wanted to show you guys this. These are different stickers. Let me see if I can get it. There you go. So these are the event block stickers, but they're just like slightly shaded. So I think I might steal those. And then she got the pencils too, and she got 3 markers, which they sell these individually there by the color. So if you're only missing like 3 or 4 of the new shades, you can go to the store and pick these up. And then she also got an eraser.
That says the same thing.
Says the same thing. I wish I'd gotten the names of the assistants that helped us, but I didn't. But they were so nice and so sweet, and we just took our time, and they had let the girls color in the back, and we just had the best time. It was definitely worth the road trip. Anyway, I just thought I would give an update about the planner we're using and our trip to the store. So thanks for watching.